welcome everyone. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Before we officially start, I'm gonna just kind of explain how this is gonna work, and then we'll get rolling. I'm going to talk a little bit about this group of seniors, kind of where they're headed and what's going on in the class of 2024. This is about them, not about all of our teams and the accolades as teams we've won this year. But there's been a lot, so that's good. But I have some teachers that are coming in at the end of this hour, starting next hour. There's no rhyme or reason for the order, but we'll bring them up by team. So when I see one of our coaches who's a teacher come in, I might jump to another team right away just so they can get back to class because they're in the middle of teaching and that right now. So at the end, we're going to get a group picture because Mr. Head will be down here after 6th hour. We'll get a group picture with everyone. And then after that, feel free to stay all the way until the end of the school day. Take as many pictures with your family, friends, with the backdrop. We'll leave this up with the screen out in the back, and you'll have as much time as you need to do that. All right? So this is really about the student athletes and the families, so take as much time to enjoy it, and congratulations. So first of all, let me start by introducing myself. My name's Todd Miller. I'm the athletic director here. I'm in my 9th year as the athletic director. I'm in my 23rd year as a coach or athletic director here. So I've been around here for some time. I'm going to start out by welcoming all of our parents, our families, friends. There's some teammates and students also here, so welcome to you guys. But first I want to recognize a few people. Lori Langmeyer, who's down front, if she'll wave, but she's taking pictures for now. Lori is my administrative assistant who basically runs the athletic department. Anybody who emails me or knows what goes on knows that without Lori, nothing really gets done down there. So thank you to Lori, and let's give her a round of applause on her own. Next, I want to start by thanking our custodial staff. I don't know if you guys know this, but our events don't run without our custodial staff. They set up bleachers, they pick up trash, they fix equipment when it needs to be done, and it's not like, hey, can you get this done next week? We've got a game in 3 hours. They drop what they're doing to get that done. They keep our facilities looking neat. They cut grass. All the things that we take for granted as student athletes and sometimes as coaches and just community members. Our custodial staff, led by Scott Rhodes, our foreman here, are unbelievable, and I want to give them a round of applause because they deserve it. Obviously, our teachers are very supportive of our student athletes, and we're pretty lucky here. We call student athletes out of class early. We don't get a whole lot of pushback from our teachers regarding it. Part of it is, I'm going to talk about the academic part in a second. We have a very supportive secretarial staff, teaching staff, and then most importantly, our administration with Dr. Carlson and Ms. Haney and Ms. Held, who's in the back there, our principal. And without the academic support, the academic administrative support, we couldn't do the things that we are able to do. So I want to thank them, the teachers, the coaches that are here as well. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, and then lastly, I'd like to thank our student athletes. It's not easy. You probably started playing your particular craft when you were 5, 6, 7 years old, showing up to a lacrosse tournament at 7 a.m. to play 9 games. By the way, you probably found out your schedule one day before you were going. Baseball, softball, across the board, all of the sports we have here, soccer, it's the same way. I know that we dance. You guys, I don't know, 5 nights a week. I know exactly how it goes because I've talked to these people. The amount of time, the wear and tear. You cross country, people are nuts. Okay, I always laugh when we collect pay to play for running. I'm like, who pays to run? But we'll take it. That's fine. So mind-boggling to me. So driving 5-6 miles every day to and from the bowling alley because we're not on site. That's tough. 2 days in the middle of August for football. And the hockey rink joiner, the hockey rink's nuts. You know, I have a brother that runs a hockey rink for a living, and you know, you guys start at 5 a.m. sometimes, and the ice time, it's amazing. So everything you guys do, the effort, the off season, what you've put forward into it, your effort, thank you very much, and let's give them a round of applause because we're here celebrating. So just a couple of things I want to share just from, I guess, my experiences going off to college. The first thing is you get a fresh start, and nobody knows who you are as far as other kids. A little different now than back in the 90s because we didn't have social media, so kids didn't go on and follow to see who this kid's coming in, you know, who's Haley Stein, what has she done with her high school career. That didn't happen. But ultimately, you get a fresh start with your teammates and with your coaches. And in that first week, they're going to really determine what kind of teammate, what kind of player, what kind of person you are. And so when you get there from the very get-go, you only get one chance to make a first impression. And think about what you want that impression to be about yourself, because that's going to stick with your coaches and, more importantly, your teammates. And so I think that's really, really important. Sometimes in high school it's easy. You're just more talented, maybe you're bigger, stronger, you're faster. Where you're headed, you're the same as everybody else. And it's going to be things like your character, your work ethic. Those types of things are going to determine your success early on. Being able to outwork somebody is going to be a big deal. And so that's why I've talked to a lot of you on the side individually, you know, forming those habits, not now, not last year, starting when you're in 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grade, outworking people becomes so important. On the flip side, away from athletics, organization. You're going to practice. I know they say there's limits to how often you can practice, but there's also ways around those limits. And so you're going to find that you're not going to have a lot of time. And you're going to say, how do I get myself organized? So getting yourself organized right away, creating a schedule, things like that are going to be really important for you. So think about those things. Decisions away from the field are going to impact what you do on the field. Unfortunately, we've talked about it once or twice, but social media is going to, it shows people who you can be, whether it's right or wrong, and those decisions get posted for everybody. So think about those decisions that you make in the dorms and apartments around campus and housing, because that's going to stay with you, okay? I promise it's going to get tough. I promise you're gonna, in the fall, you're gonna go through a hitting slump, and you're gonna say, what do I do here? And my advice to you is two things. One, go back to what always worked. Keep it really simple, and I'm not just talking about baseball, I'm talking about all sports. You're gonna go through a lull. And then two, reach out to somebody in the past that you trusted. Reach out to an old coach, maybe it's an old teacher via email, somebody that you trust that you can have a conversation with, and just kind of remember when it was easy or easier and it was fun. And sometimes that alone will kind of help you get through it. So think about those things. You know, maybe you come home on a Sunday and get out on the field and take a bunch of shots at the cross net, because that's what you do on Sundays with your guys, because I see guys out there all the time on Sundays. And that's what you do. That's how you kind of get back to it. So think about that, where you came from. Go back to what works, okay? Maybe even an old teammate who's also playing sports. Some of you guys have the benefit of going to schools where we have kids that are already there that graduated from Lakeland. Maybe reaching out to them. So lastly, you only have 4, maybe 5 years, hopefully not 6, because hopefully we're done with the 6-year. 4 to 5 years to do this and enjoy every minute of it. Take a deep breath, sit back and say, wow, that was pretty cool. I did something that less than 7% of athletes do, because less than 7% of athletes get a chance to play college sports. Less than 2% get a chance to play at the Division I level. So when you take a look at that, sometimes it's meaningful to say, well, I guess I really was successful somewhere along the way, because you accomplished something. And that's a big deal. So I think that can't be lost in all of this as well. So So those are just kind of my parting thoughts with you guys. I say that, you're always welcome back. We have a saying here, once an eagle, always an eagle. So you guys know where my office is. I think I'll be here for a few more years, but if you need to get a hold of me or one of our coaches, you know how to do that. So yeah. So that's it for me. We're going to start talking about you guys individually. I see Coach Varellen got here, and I promised him I'd get him in and out first. So we're going to start with Pierce Grisomkowski. Come on up here, Pierce.
Hello? Okay. My name is Pierce Grisomkowski, and I'm going to Lakeland University for cross country and track. And I picked Lakeland because it was a good fit academically. I'm going to engineering, and on the athletic side, it was also a great fit, and it was just perfect for me.
All right, so parents, you may or may not know, but I sent a little survey out to the kids because I wanted them to think about some things that got them to this point. And here are a couple of things, and I'm not going to share everything. I'm not going to go through the individual accolades of every one of these student athletes, otherwise we would not be here before their game started or we'd be here past the 4 o'clock game starting today. So, but I am going to say this. One of the things Pierce said that he'll never forget about Lakeland is all the times where he hung his head in defeat and Coach Varellen was always there to pick him up. To Mom and Dad, he said, thank you so much for always being there to support me. Coach Varellen, you're the best coach in all of Michigan. You taught me how to be a better runner and human. My brothers, Harrison and Jackson, displayed discipline and grit and always had my back. And Jesus, without God, nothing could ever happen, and I'm grateful every day He's given to me. We are going to be broadcasting this, so future athletes, Pierce says, be disciplined and have self-control, and with this will come success. That's his advice to them. Also, you may or may not know, Pierce has a long day today. He had a top 10 breakfast this morning. He's in our top 10, and I didn't hit on that, and I meant to. I went through, I asked the students to give me their GPA. Some of them didn't. That's okay, because I have access to it. So the students here have a cumulative above a 3.65. So I think that's pretty incredible, and I want to acknowledge that. So those that didn't write it down just made my life more difficult, that's all. All right, with that, I'm going to introduce Coach Varellen. He's going to talk a little bit about Pierce Grisomkowski.
Hello everyone. So excited to be first because honestly we don't get a rubric on what we're supposed to be coming up here to even say. So just gonna kind of wing it. First and foremost, congratulations Pierce. Congratulations to everyone here. You guys are going on to the next level. Like Coach Miller, Mr. Miller said, it's a big deal. Not very many people get a chance to do it. So follow his advice. I guess my only real advice would be don't lose track of who you are. Okay, don't lose track of what you truly value and everything that you've gained from your athletic side of your education. And hold on to it and keep that in place because times are going to get rough and you're going to need to, you're going to be pushed one way or another, and it's really important that you stay true to who you are. Remember all the grit, determination, and everything that got you there. Congratulations.
All right, next we're going to bring up Noah Barber.
Yeah, there we go. My name is Noah Barber. I will be attending Wayne State University for a BSA in dance.
I chose Wayne because it's just a perfect fit. I love the environment so much, and the teachers are extremely devoted to teaching their students about the art, and it's just all around a great school.
All right, so Noah's going to go to Wayne State and he's going to study dance and theater design and technology. Pretty cool. I didn't know what that was. I looked it up. So looks, honestly, it's good. That's the first time we've had that. Very cool. He said his biggest memory is really growing up with his dance family, and after the good, bad, and ugly, they still loved each other. So Noah said, I just want to take a moment to his parents, I'm sorry. He wants to express his gratitude to both of you. Your unwavering support and love have been the driving force behind discovering the best version of me. He also wanted to acknowledge Melissa Indelicato. Is that how you say it, Noah?
Yes.
Is Melissa here? Oh, well then you're going to come on up because you emailed me. All right, I didn't know you were coming. So Melissa said, your guidance has meant the world to me. Thank you for teaching me not only about dance, but also about life. Your support has been so helpful, and I'll carry your lessons with me always. And to his grandparents, your love, wisdom have taught me so much. Thank you for teaching me about life and for being such important figures in my journey. I love you guys so much. Noah's advice is don't be afraid to try new things. Outside of your comfort zone is where you find the most growth. The more times you fail and pick yourself up and try again, the stronger and wiser you are next time. So, Melissa, come on up and talk a little bit about Noah, and then I don't have to read the email. So, Melissa is the owner of the dance studio where Noah performs at, correct?
Hi. I wasn't prepared for this, but okay. Noah came to me later as an older dancer. He didn't have any experience in dance, but really wanted to learn about dance. I can tell you that Noah is one of the hardest working people in the room every single time. I watched him just grow so much over the last, 7, 8 years probably. I've also known him since he was a baby, so that's good too. But he's always hardworking. He's the best teammate. He always has a positive attitude, and I know he's going to go really far. He's an amazing artist and just a great human being. So if you're not friends with him right now, you should be friends with him because he's a great person. So, and I love you so much. I'm so proud of you.
You know, Noah said something that I think is pretty accurate. Don't be afraid to make yourself uncomfortable. So be comfortable being uncomfortable as you go off to college, because it's an experience, and if you don't try some of those things and get those experiences, then you're wasting a lot of time and money. So, no, that was really good advice. Next, I'm going to bring up Kelsey Joyner. Kelsey, come on up.
My name is Kelsey Joyner. I will be going to Western New England University, and why I picked it is I just love the small school environment and also the location of it. It's not like too far away from everything else. I like just the location, and I think it's a great fit.
All right, so Kelsey is going there for women's ice hockey, but she also runs cross country and she plays soccer. So Coach Sampson, you're going to come up here in a second and talk about Kelsey, even though I didn't tell you about that. She said that the thing she'll remember most about Lakeland is the friendships she made with other students and the fun that they've had on and off the field. Her highlight, I mean, this one's a big one. Her team was national champions in women's ice hockey, so I did have to give her that accolade. And Mom and Dad, she's following some big names of other female ice hockey players from here as well. So she said thank you from Mom and Dad for giving up so much for me to pursue my dream of playing college hockey. She also wanted to thank Coach Labutte for caring about and keeping cross-country competitive and fun, and wanted to thank her hockey coaches for supporting her throughout her hockey career. Coach Labutte did send this as he couldn't be here today. Kelsey is a tough athlete with a strong desire to continuously improve. She loves her teammates and will dive into making her team better in her college hockey experience. Shannon, can you come up and talk a little bit about Kelsey as a member, also as a member of our soccer team, but really just as an athlete?
Okay, normally I like to write things down and make sure that I'm covering everything I'd like to say about an athlete. So not knowing I was going to stand up and talk about Kelsey, I don't have anything really prepared. But it's very easy to talk about Kelsey. Kelsey came to us for soccer and not really knowing much about soccer, learned a lot from the very beginning, gave everything she had to practice in every game, so coachable. Became one of our best outside defenders this season. I think she's really kicking it back there, making sure nobody comes past her, which sometimes you can see as she plays soccer. The hockey definitely comes in. And I think that's great for our team. But overall, I think you're going to go on to do great things. You're super coachable. You're a great girl. I think any team would be lucky to have you. And I'm sure, I've never seen you in hockey, but I can only imagine how good you are on the ice. So congratulations, good luck, and we're glad to have you.
All right, we're going to have Ella and Nicole come on up. These are two of our women's soccer players.
I'm Nicole and I'm going to Schoolcraft. I chose Schoolcraft because I really liked the small campus and just felt kind of homey, and I really liked the team.
Hi, I'm Ella Drapp. I'm going to Adrian College, and I chose Adrian because when I first got there, I knew that that was the school I wanted to go to. I loved the team and the coach, and they have a lot of psychology majors, which is what I'm going to major in.
All right, so first we're going to talk a little about Nicole Marcelli. Nicole, the one thing she'll remember from Lakeland is all the great relationships and team bonds that she's made. And she said to her parents, I want to thank you for always supporting me and being there for me through thick and thin. I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for your support. She also wants to thank her club coach, Coach Lewis, for pushing me to pursue playing my college career, and Coach Shannon for always being there for me no matter what. She says to the future student athletes, if you're unsure on if you want to play a college sport, just check it out because it might be exactly what you're looking for. Keep your options open and always be open to checking out something new. Ella Drapp is going to study psychology at Adrian, as she said, and she said to mom and dad, thank you for always being at every game, tournament, tryout, and practice. I wouldn't be where I am with my athletic career without you guys. She also says she'll remember the amazing environment that's always been created every season with a new group of girls for her favorite memory at Lakeland. And then she also wanted to thank her sister Sylvia, who's always supported me in any way, making me believe I can do anything I want in life. Coach Rick for pushing me to be my best player and managing me through picking my college. And Coach Shannon for always believing me and pushing me to be my very best. So, Coach Shannon, if you want to come talk about your two student athletes.
Okay. I have so many great things to say about both these beautiful ladies sitting here before us, but I'll try my best to keep it short. Let me start with Ella. Ella's a four-year varsity player. She was the typical quiet freshman her first season at varsity, but boy, she was not the same quiet little girl her sophomore year. She quickly became the girl on the team who made us laugh with all her quick wit and facial expressions, as well as the teammate who would be the first to lend a hand to pick someone up or give a hug to anyone that she felt needed one. Her drive to win is always noticeable with her resilience and 100% drive every game. To watch Ella from the sidelines or the stands is to know she does not like to lose, because it will always show on her face and in her body language. She is a tough player willing to sacrifice her body and tackles she probably shouldn't. But this athlete puts everything she has into every game to get that win for her team. There have been many games she would suffer through an injury, give me a thumbs up quickly in hopes to not be subbed out so that she could finish the game with everything she had left. She is noticeable for her speed, endurance, and competitive drive, but I think what is noticed more by her coaches and her teammates is her dedication, leadership, exemplary performance, and her contribution to her team. Proving why she was chosen as all-conference honorable mention her junior year, and also why she was chosen as a captain 2 seasons in a row by her peers and coach. Ella achieved many things in the field in her 4 years of varsity, all while working hard in classroom, earning her 3 years as a scholar athlete. Our current season is going well, and Ella is a big part of our success due to her leadership skills as one of the captains, as well as scoring 4 goals and having 4 assists so far this season, with more games to go, so keep shooting. Adrian College Women's Soccer is lucky to have you join their team. Can you continue to be the ultimate teammate and create a new sisterhood, but more importantly, continue to be the talented athlete you are and leave everything you have on the pitch in every practice and every game. Nicole. Nicole was a player that shined brightly her first season playing on JV, scoring each and every game, leading them to many victories, which earned her the MVP award her freshman year. This is an athlete that puts everything she has in every practice so that she can be the best player she can be for her team. Her position as a forward can be very stressful, being the person up top that has to make a difference if we win, lose, or tie. Her ability to give a controlled ball many yards down the field quickly and off her foot fast into the back of the net is amazing. Nicole is one of those players I can say that I enjoy watching from the sidelines. She is easy to coach and just an all-around pleasure to have on the team. As the varsity coach, I had high hopes for Nicole at the varsity level, but she has had a tough go in her 3 years of varsity due to injuries. Her sophomore year, she sustained a bad injury right before tryouts, forcing her to start the season on the bench. This injury did not stop Nicole from attending every practice and every game, learning and supporting her team from the bench. For any of you who know that being injured as an athlete is not easy to do and watch from the bench. But Nicole was determined to be ready for the field once she was cleared, so she attended it all. Unfortunately, slow healing prevented her from seeing the field her sophomore year, but Nicole's junior year was the year. For a big return to the field, she was healed and stronger than ever. She asked early on in the season to be a double-rostered player so that she could get more field time and improve her skill level as well as her confidence after having so much time off the pitch. She succeeded to score many goals for both JV and varsity, 21 in total actually, sometimes playing just under 2 hours of soccer multiple nights a week. All of this on top of getting good grades and also being a 3-year scholar athlete. Her determination, hard work, and drive never goes unnoticed by her coach or teammates, which is why she was also chosen as a captain this season. Leading her team as captain has been Nicole's main role again this year. She was injured the first game this season and suffered through a few games after that injury, making it difficult to play to her potential. But only playing in 5 games so far this season, and some of those Nicole only played a few minutes, she has proven she is a major asset to our team's successes, scoring 4 goals and 2 assists in only those short games. We need to get her back in the game soon to help us finish our season strong. Knowing Nicole's soccer journey in the past few years just proves that what a great athlete she is. Not many athletes can say they went through everything she has gone through and earned the chance to play at a collegiate level. Schoolcraft Women's Soccer is going to love having you on their team, because I know I sure did. Ella and Nicole. I have no doubt you will both be amazing student athletes in college. Get on that pitch in every college practice and game. Sorry. And show them what you're made of. and what you've worked so hard for all these years. Never lose your drive to be the best in whatever you do, and you will go on to great things and get that win. I feel blessed to have had a small part of your soccer journey, and I'm so proud of both of you. Congratulations and good luck.
And since I know most of you are not busy tonight, senior night at the soccer field, and we play. Right, that's right. All right, congratulations, ladies. Good luck tonight. Okay. And yes, they play Milford at 6 o'clock. If you're free, come celebrate our seniors, and it's a big game, right? So, and I think you guys have one loss and one tie in league this year, so right at the top of the standings, and we're getting ready for the conference tournament. All right, next I'm going to bring up Jordan Brook and Noah Matisse.
Hello, my name is Noah Matisse, and I'm going to Central Michigan University. The reason why I attended there is because the campus is great, and I feel like I will fit in very well with the campus life there.
Hello, my name is Jordan Brook. I'll be going to Anderson University. I chose Anderson because right when I got there, I could tell the community was great, and I loved their campus. Their community just really stuck out to me, and that's like the main reason I chose them. I just really love the community there.
So I haven't talked much about multi-sport athletes. Some of these guys and girls are, some of them are not, but when the name Jordan Brook comes to me personally, every sports season see Jordan Brook name come across my desk for a roster because Jordan has played tennis, he's wrestled, and he's played lacrosse here. So I think that's something to make note of. It's pretty impressive that he's done all of that. And he said the biggest thing for him is from Lakeland is all the great seasons and memories he's made on the different teams, the great coaches he's had, and all the amazing people he's met along the way. And Mom and Dad, he said, I want to thank you for all the rides you gave me and for being there for all my events and games, for always cheering me on and pushing me forward, for encouraging me to get more engaged in sports and school, and for practicing with me in the yard and always trying to make me better. He says, thank you very much. He wants to thank Coach Nolan. Nolan has showed me that you can do anything as long as your mind is there and you're fully committed to it and just go out and take what you want. And also Miss Beckett. Miss Beckett's a science teacher here, right? Okay. Make sure there wasn't another Miss Beckett. Miss Beckett made sure I held my grades up, and she always cheered me on and pushed me forward during my sporting seasons. Jordan says if you're interested in playing at the next level, go out to colleges and see what it's all about. See what it's like. Participate in prospect days, tours, get to know and reach out to other coaches. And if you really want to go to the next level, make sure you practice your sport every day. Just keep working to get better and make sure you keep your grades up. This is very important. Make sure you are nice to your teachers and keep moving towards your goal, and you'll get there. So, Coach Pullman had planned to be here. He texted me about 11 o'clock, and he had to get on a Zoom for something that was unavoidable. But he did send me this. He said, Jordan is a 2-year varsity player. Speed, and endurance are what excels Jordan. Jordan has played almost all positions in lacrosse. He's very unselfish and does what the team needs. Jordan has improved tremendously over the last 3 years and is still getting better. Jordan will excel at the college level with his work ethic, and I'm very excited for him. So that's Jordan Brook. And Noah Matisse. Noah was also part of our state semifinal hockey team this year, right? Okay, that was an exciting run. Yes, it was. Noah says, I'll always remember the practices, the jokes, all the way to the competition between my teammates. So he says, Mom and Dad for hockey. Oh, I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything that you have done. Thank you for driving me to practices and games. Thank you for paying for all of my equipment. That's a good one. It is expensive. And most of all, thank you for always supporting me through education, sports, and hobbies. I can't repay you enough to show you how grateful I am. So, he also wants to thank his next door neighbor, Mr. Nicholas Scott. He's always given me greater understanding in life. He tries to give me the world and make it a smile. Sadly, I wish he would have stayed longer to see what he accomplished as a friend and as a father to his two sons. So thank you for being a key part of my life, and may you rest knowing you did great things. Also, Jerry Ernst, he always makes practice fun for the defense. Coach Jerry will always try to encourage me to keep working hard when games get tense. He gives me great insight on what I can improve and what I do to benefit the team and myself. I can't thank him enough for what he did to inspire me to continue playing lacrosse. Coach Pullman had to say this about Noah. Noah is a 2-year varsity player. He is a competitor who excels at ground balls and getting on the offense hands. Noah is a joy to coach, a good teammate, and helps make his teams better. Noah has a great attitude, shows up to practice every day, and this will empower him to be successful at the next level. I wish him the best in his college career. So, Noah Matthijs. Next, we're going to bring up Victoria McLaughlin.
Hello, my name is Victoria McLaughlin. I'm going to Adrian College to study biology. I chose Adrian College because of the small campus, and I felt that I could connect better to the students and the teachers there.
All right, so Victoria said she wanted to thank her mom and dad for supporting me throughout my growth as an athlete and always standing by me through thick and thin. She also wanted to acknowledge Coach Kevin for putting up with me and my personality throughout the time I was a part of the team, and for my friend Keegan for taking part in helping me and introducing me to bowling. I wouldn't have found out I love the sport so much without her support. Coach Turnquist, that's Coach Kevin. Coach Kevin had this to say. Yes, I got a hold of it that quick. Every time we had practice, Victoria stayed after for hours. When she bowled a match and she didn't feel like she bowled well, she went to the bowling alley right after practice. He said he wanted to remind you of one more frame. So, Victoria McLaughlin. All right. Next, we're going to bring up Aiden Thompson and Sean Lakeland.
My name is Sean Latham. I chose Davenport University to play baseball because I love the feel of the campus, I love the super nice facilities, and I love the area the school is in.
My name's Aiden Thompson. I chose Madonna University because I like the school, I got along with the coach as well, and I like that it's close to home.
All right, so we're going to start with Sean. Sean said that his most memorable aspect of Lakeland is the friendships he's made through Lakeland sports. He said to his mom and dad, I want to thank you is not enough to describe how thankful I am for the two of you. I will work my hardest every day to make you guys so proud, and I love you guys, and this is just the start. A couple of people he wanted to acknowledge. He said Coach Farquhar was a big factor in my success by pushing me each and every day to be better. Coach also corrected me on what to do right every day, and all the messages he sent stuck with me, leading me to getting where I am today. He said, also, our athletic trainer, Jamie Coral, was also a big part of my success because in both football and baseball, she helped me a lot whenever I had something hurting me. Without her, I would not be able to get back on the field, quickly causing me to miss game time. Thank you both very much for all you have done for the last 4 years. Sean says, if you want future advice, reach out to some coaches. Coaches will not come find you. You have to put yourself on the radar. Also stay consistent and don't let the dream die, because if there was a will, you will find a way and a fit for you. Coach Farquhar, who's outside preparing right now for a game, said that Sean Latham, and it has been a pleasure to have a front row seat to watch Sean grow immensely as both a ball player and a person these last 4 years. He's one of the best defensive catchers in the state, is constantly improving offensively, and I firmly believe his best baseball is still ahead of him. Davenport University hit the jackpot in signing Sean, and I'm excited to keep track of his success these next 4 years. So, Aiden Thompson, who will be going to Madonna University, says, I will remember most when we played Clarkston at Comerica Park, and I had a hit to win the game. I remember that too. It was pretty sweet, actually. And then they put you to hit this year. I know. You were going out on top, man. Jeez. I'll talk to Coach about that. Mom and Dad, thank you for all of your continued support. Thank you for always coming to all my games and cheering me on to do well. Thank you for sacrificing your time and money for me to do what I love. So, Aiden says, other people he wanted to acknowledge were his grandparents. I want to thank my grandparents because they always have supported me and showed up to my games and always had done anything they would to help me along the way. Also my coaches, because they all helped me along the way at some point. And without any of them, I wouldn't be where I am today, because they have given me all the knowledge I have about the game. His advice is work hard, be yourself, and everything will fall into place. Aiden, Coach Farquhar sent this. Aiden is the poster child for what college coaches call projectable. While still growing into his body and developing his man muscles, Aiden has worked hard to develop himself into a starting pitcher in the rotation for one of the best high school programs in the state. The most exciting part of me will be seeing where his projection takes him, because his ceiling is very high. Kudos to Madonna University for recognizing that. I'm sure he's going to make the Crusader coaches very happy over the next 4 years. Good luck. So, Aiden Thompson and Sean Latham. Next, we're going to bring up Nolan Thompson. Come on up, Nolan Thompson.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Nolan Thompson. I'll be going to Cornell University. I went there so we felt it's a good fit for me academically and athletically.
So it's not very often, you get to say that you have student athletes going to the Ivy League, and I think that speaks volumes about us as our school, our teachers, and obviously about Nolan and all the hard work he's put in. Nolan said that his favorite Lakeland memory right now was beating Milford twice this year. So he wanted to thank, where's my mom and dad? He said, I want to thank you for always supporting me and giving me, supporting me and giving me the opportunity to play at the next level. You guys always sacrificed your time with work and the family to drive me around the country, just so I could achieve my dreams. I am truly blessed to have you guys as my parents, because ultimately, without having you by my side, none of this would be possible. Coach has a list of people he wants to thank. Coach Calhoun, who's here, will be talking in a minute, because he always went out of his way for me and always made sure I was making the right decisions on and off the field. Coach Bobby G, for always pushing me past my limits and teaching me the importance of discipline. And Coach Galito, who's also in the back, the best looking, oh, wow, I should have proofread this maybe. He says Coach Galito is the best looking outside linebackers coach in the nation. He's taught me everything about being an outside linebacker, always motivated me during practice, and especially in games, and even when I messed up, he always made sure my head was up. So Coach Galito, thanks John for being here today. And I'm going to turn it over to our football coach, Jim Calhoun.
Thanks, sir. I don't know, Kalito. We'll go with it, I guess. First and foremost, I think it's really important that you thank people. I'd like to thank Mr. Miller, Mrs. Langmeyer, the administrative staff here, Principal Held, I see AP Haney, I think Dr. Carlson was here, and obviously Scott Rolando, Mike Head, the guys behind the scenes that do a lot of stuff for you that you have no idea. The other thank you, parents, stand up. All of you, stand up. Please, stand up. Please, stand up. Thank you. We often tell the kids, we practice 6 days a week. Believe it or not, at the end of a practice, occasionally I run out of gas with what I want to say to kids, or it might be something totally I shouldn't say to kids. But what we do tell them is go home and give mom and dad a hug. You guys heard that before. Sean Latham's here. Aiden Thompson, you were there as a 9th grader. Nolan. It takes a lot to get these kids, these young men and women where they're at right now. We really appreciate, recognize, and thank you folks. Congratulations, all of you. It's a big deal. We always talk about team sports, the team, right? We hear that all the time. Not today, not today. This is about what you have done individually for the person in the mirror. It's a big deal. Congratulations. Keep working. Mr. Miller talked a little bit in his intro about the next step. This is the next step. You are opening another door, is what we tell kids. This is another door, and behind that door is an opportunity. It's a bigger opportunity than high school. Take advantage of it, be humble, and keep working. On the football field, there's two words that we don't allow on the field. Fair and deserve. Those both should be gone when you enter a football field. We replace those with effort and earned. This young man to my left, as a 9th grader, we have these summer conditioning workouts. As a coach, you kind of have an insight as to what you should see from the returnings, the 10th, 11th, the current 9th, 10th, and 11th graders. It's the freshmen that you look at. We had this little blonde-headed dude. Vardar came out to our morning conditioning, and I believe it said Vardar on his jerseys. He had the sweet Oakley blades that went all the way across, and he just ran, and he ran, and he ran. Carlito, Coach G, myself, we all looked at him and said, where'd this kid come from? Wherever this kid came from, thank you very much. Because this kid is the epitome of effort and earned. As a 9th grader, first time playing football, correct, Nolan? Correct. I talk a little bit about football, but I don't want to exhaust parents, and I do have my own opinions, and whether it's the best sport or not, we'd end up in a debate. However, it's difficult. It's difficult. We talk to the boys every practice as we get into August and get started. 2-a-days are a bear, 9 hours, 92 degrees, whatever the humidity is, Canadian forest fires, whatever we're dealing with. It's hard work. It's hard work. And for a young man as a 9th grader to come in and embrace and work the way that this young man did, not to mention he added probably 90 pounds, and it's all muscle. To go as an all-region player as a junior, as a place kicker, an all-region player as a senior, as an outside linebacker, team captain, 4.37. So it's over 4, and that's above my record. So academic all-state team 2 years in a row. 90% of what you look for out of a kid, you just hope that that other 10% comes in. He brought the 90, and he brought more than the 10. Nolan Thompson is a true pleasure. We're going to miss him. We're going to watch you, and we love you. Nolan Thompson.
I always put him towards the end, so I don't have to follow what he says. So, also Nolan had a busy day. He's also a top 10, right? So congratulations. He enjoyed breakfast this morning, and now he's here today. So, last but not least, I'm going to bring up our 3 softball players: Haley Stein, Parker Ostash, and Natalie Hagel. Come on up.
Hi, my name's Haley Stein. I chose to go to Macomb Community College. I like the girls a lot, and I love the coaching staff.
Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm going to Miami of Ohio. I'm going into pre-med, and I chose the school because all the girls and coaches were really welcoming, and I felt it was a good fit for me, both academically and athletically.
Hi, my name is Parker Ostash. I'm going to Western Michigan next year to play softball. I chose Western because they have a great program for what I want to study next year, which is physical education, and I love the campus and athletic facilities, and the coaches and players were very welcoming.
All right, so we're going to start with you, Natalie. Natalie says that her fondest memory here at Lakeland is playing with my friends that I didn't get to play with in travel and working out and practicing with them every single day. Mom and Dad, I saw you here somewhere. All right, I'll try to find you guys when I say that. Mom and Dad, thank you for always pushing me to do my best and being there for me even when you didn't have to. Never missing a game and always being that extra voice of encouragement and being people I can go to no matter what. A few people that Natalie wanted to acknowledge was first her travel softball coach, Daryl. He's made me into the player I am today and pushed me to my limits to reach the next level. My brother Kenny, who's always been a huge support and helped me put in the work to reach my goals. Andy McLaughlin is like a second dad and has always given me a good laugh. He's been there every single step. I couldn't thank him enough. And I didn't forget Miss Hagel. She wants to thank Parker. Without Parker, she says that a lot of this would have never happened, and she was very sincere about that. So thanks to Parker as well. So, all right. That's a conversation your mom and I had at the softball field. So, all right, Parker Ostash. So, Parker says, I will always remember the historical season our basketball team had and my senior year winning the league and districts in the same season. For softball, I will always remember beating Milford my junior year and hitting a 2-run home run in the 7th to win the game. I want to thank both of my parents tremendously. I couldn't have done any of this without their continued support. Support for many years and the time they put in for me and the support I love. Thank you, Dad, for pushing me to be the best version of myself and coaching me throughout the years. I love that you give up your own time to help me achieve my goals. Whether it's working out with me, throwing me front toss, or even watching film with me, it means the world to me. Thank you, Mom, for being my biggest supporter on the sidelines, the countless hours sitting on the bleachers, driving me around, cracking jokes, traveling the country with me, and for your unconditional love and support. I love you both very much, and I couldn't thank you enough for everything you have done for me and the game I love. Also, Brian Scheidster? Did I say that? I'm sorry? Schittister has helped me throughout my entire recruiting process and did everything and anything for me. I wouldn't be where I am today without you. My best friend, Nat. Is that Natalie? Okay, I just want to make sure. Natalie, we have been best friends for years, and we've always been there for each other no matter what. She's always been my side to help me reach my goals and dreams, and we've pushed each other to be the best version of ourselves. It's paid off as we are both playing at the collegiate level, and I'm forever grateful to have her in my life. Grandma Julie, my grandma may be old, but she will never miss an opportunity to watch me play and support me. She is always the loudest in the crowd and never fails to put a smile on my face. She has always contributed to my success by just being there for me. So that's great. Also, the best advice I have for you is to work hard, have fun. Not everyone gets to experience this, so enjoy it while it lasts. And always keep yourself wanted and keep your eyes on the goal, whatever that might be. Haley Stein. Haley is going to head off to Macomb Community College, and she said that she'll always remember the girls she's played with. She loves them all. And thank you to her parents for always supporting her. Her biggest thank you is to John Schiller, her current pitching coach, and all that he has done. So those are our 3 softball girls. We have our head softball coach, Mike Cleary here. Mike's going to take over here.
Todd leaves me to follow the football coach. So first off, I just want to congratulate all the student athletes here. I mean, it's been said a number of times, this is a big deal. It's a really big deal. And Todd said this earlier, we didn't coordinate very well, but I did look it up, and 7% of high school kids who play in high school, go on to play in college. So it's a small group, it's an elite group, and you guys should all be proud of what you've accomplished in all your different sports. Especially to these 3 over here. Haley, Parker, and Natalie, they've put in their time. What most of you don't see is all the time that they put in behind the scenes. You all see them play, but I can tell you, Haley has put in countless hours as pitching coach. I know, remember, I used to go to pitching coach, she'd leave practice. I guess I'll talk about Parker and Natalie together because they seem to be whatever they can do, whatever one can do, someone can do better. That's been going on at least for the 4 years that I've been able to coach them. But extra hitting, extra fielding, can we come up to the field later? Can we do this? Can we do that? I mean, they're always here. They're always willing to work hard. And that's all you can really ask in these athletes. I mean, they put in the time, and they're getting rewards for it right here, so that's good. I think one thing you can't forget is, like Todd said, they started doing this when they were 5 or 6 years old, and the parents are the ones who got them to those practices. So without the parents, all this is impossible for you guys. So again, we've given everybody a round of applause, but I think we should do it again. I mean, the parents deserve a big round of applause. Haley, Parker, and Natalie have put in the time, and today they're rewarded with the opportunity to play at the next level. I wish them nothing but the best, and I really look forward to watching you guys in college and see how you do. Congratulations.
All right, well, we're going to kind of wrap this up. I want to make sure we leave some time for photos. I did have a couple thank yous at the end. One was the parents, but a couple of my coaches took care of that. But absolutely, we always like to finish by thanking the parents, and it's funny to listen to the thank yous from the kids because most of them they get it now. The time, the money, the sacrifice, the things you give up not to do so you can be there for them. And not just necessarily the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, neighbors. when you're unavailable to drive, having somebody else do it, friends picking them up, whatever it is. So the sacrifices and all the everything parents made to make this possible as well. I wanted to wait until the end too. I know Coach Calhoun hit it on it, but we talked about Ms. Langmeyer and all she does in the athletic department. Mike Head back there. If you guys don't know, Mike Head runs all of our social media. So the stuff that you see on social media, promoting kids, pictures, obviously all the pictures he sends out, just the amount of stuff that he does, filling in as athletic coordinator, anything you need done, reach out to Mike Head. And the same obviously for the voice of the Eagles back there. He's recording today. I didn't ask him, he reached out to me. Once again, anytime there's an opportunity to make Lakeland shine, Scott Rolando and Mike Head are right there to do it. So I also want to thank them and give them both a round of applause for everything they do. So that's it. That's our class of 2024 college-bound athlete ceremony. We call it that as opposed to signing because there are currently so many different signing dates and you know, we have so many different levels represented, which I like to always mention to the parents. It tells me that our coaches are doing a really, really good job. And I know that a lot of it's found through travel sports and other means, but colleges reach out to our coaches, our counseling office, our people, and that shows me that our coaches and our people are doing a good job helping each of our student athletes find the right fit. And the right fit isn't always the biggest school, the biggest name. It's what's best for each individual student athlete. And I think our coaches do a great job of supporting our kids in educational athletics. Congratulations to all of you. Those of you that are wrapping up spring, finish strong. Those of you that are done with your sports for the year, continue to get in the weight room. That's the biggest difference going into the next level is who's willing to put time in there and who isn't. Do the things that are going to make you bigger, faster, stronger. And lastly, when it's all said and done, have fun. So, congratulations.